What's up, everybody? Welcome to Straight No Chase with Ge2ms, your number one podcast coming out of the Carolinas. I am the innovator, the emancipator, the originator, Jesse Mitchell. Back with the ladies of Ge2ms for another episode.
Oh, yes.
Let everybody know who y'all are once again.
I'm Deanna, and I am the president and founder of Ge2ms.
I'm Sheila. I'm the vice president of Ge2ms.
Whitney, and I'm the secretary.
Okay, yeah. Last week we was touching on some relationships and stuff, so we're going to continue on that conversation. There was a story I came across about a lady named Savannah Grant, and the other lady is DeAndre Hopkins' mom, who's a football player. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that. He's pretty good, though. I like him. But apparently his mother, Sabrina Green Lee, is her name. Yeah, Savannah Grant and Sabrina Greenlee. Now, apparently his mother's name is Sabrina Greenlee. She was, back in 2002, she was a exotic dancer, a stripper. And she met a guy, started dating him. I forgot the guy's name. I think his name was Anton. Yeah, I think it's Anton. So I met Anton, started dating Anton for 3.5 months. And according to her, this is her words. Now, she had let Anton all the way in 3.5 months. They gave him keys to the house, the car, everything. You know what I mean?
3.5 months.
3.5 months. Now she let him in. He gave him keys to the car, the house, everything, access to the kids. She got 4 kids too at this point. Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins, one of her kids. So, she doing her thing. She dancing to keep the lights on, to pay the bills, whatever. You know how it goes. She making ends meet, as they say. Hey, we all got to do what we got to do. We don't judge nobody. Get the bills how you get them paid, As long as you ain't hurting nobody, hey, get it how you want to get it. Yeah. So, she met the guy, he met a stripper, he met a guy, they hooked up, started talking 3.5 months. So she claims in her story that she didn't really know about the other girl. Now, she finds out he's dating this other girl. Now, the girl, when she tells her story, she says that they had multiple altercations before this particular incident I'm going to talk about. The girl was calling the house, showed up to her house, and she was at a AAU game where her daughter in Florida couldn't get in touch with him and left the AAU game and drove to her house in South Carolina, in Greenville, South Carolina, at 3 a.m, seeing if he was over there. And they ended up getting into a fight, and she called the cops on her. From what happened later, the dude, she beat her butt. The stripper beat the other girl up because the other girl also was 22, and the stripper was 32 at the time. Sabrina, who was the stripper, was 32 at the time, and the young other girl, Savannah, was 23. So, this particular day in 2002, the guy Anton is leaving Sabrina's house, and he supposedly he takes her. She says she allowed him, told him he could take one of her cars, or take the car. She had multiple cars, so he could take the car. He's supposedly going to IT Tech college to do whatever, I guess. I guess he's trying to get his GED, get his diploma, whatever he's getting up there. And he had a couple other runs to make, I guess. So he takes it. She says he took the wrong car. He wasn't supposed to take her Lexus. He took her Lexus. He wasn't supposed to take her Lexus. So when she saw he took the Lexus, she called him saying, "You took the wrong car. I need to come get my car." So he told her he was at this location. He ended up leaving that location. Got to another location. Told her he was there. Ends up getting to another location. She says that she didn't know where this location was or who lived there. She just came to the house to get her car. Now, my whole issue with her story at this point is, how you going to drive 2 cars?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. So she comes to get the car. She comes to the girl house. He's at the house with the girl, Savannah, at her house. She comes to her house. He comes out. They start arguing about the car. According to her, he turns her around, and then the girl comes out and calls her name and throws red lye and bleach in her face.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay. I remember hearing this.
Which, if you mix it together, is an acid cocktail.
Absolutely.
So she's thinking the girl threw hot water on her. She's like, why would somebody throw hot water on me? And she reached her face and felt skin and all that, and her stuff started melting off, and then she hit the ground, and he ended up taking her to the gas station and trying to get her washed off up there, left her up there. She ended up going to a coma and was in a coma for like a month, and now she's blind. She's been blind ever since.
Oh, my God.
She went blind because of it. She's been blind ever since. The girl went to jail for 20 years, though. Did 20 years, just got out. This happened to O2. She just got out here recently, and she's been telling her story. So that's how I listened to her story. And I listened to both sides of the story, though. So, they both told their side of the story. And, of course, when they told their side of the story, they made themselves look like they did as least as they could. Like we all gonna do when we tell our side of the story.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know. So, but from putting each of their stories together, what they both said, what I deduced happened is the dude was dating both of them. He was dating old girl first because she met his sister and ended up staying with his mama, and they started talking when he would call home from jail. So that's how they met up, and then he got out and was dating, and she told me he was dating all these other women while he was out with her. So he met old girl at the strip club or wherever they met. They was kicking it. She was fun, wild. They was having a good time. He was still dating old girl. She found out, didn't like that. And she probably was where they was describing her like she was possessive. I didn't know where you at, why you not answering the phone type. So that's why she popped up at the house. And like I said, she went and beat old girl up the last time. So this time she came to the house, old girl was like, nah, I got something for you. You even beat me up in front of him. Nah, I got something for you this time, and threw the acid on. So a lot of people was in the comments and stuff was saying she was wrong for that. For throwing the acid on the game, so evil, and she was wrong for throwing that, which that is very evil.
I
Throw
think she was
acid on
wrong for
somebody.
throwing acid.
So,
yeah.
but then a lot of people were saying that the girl came to her house about her man, and they had gotten to it already, had been stalking her. So I mean, it's a lot of different angles you can look at this now. So I mean, how do y'all feel?
Well, she had the red flag. She knew he wasn't being faithful. She knew he
Well,
had
according to
other
her,
women.
he was getting disrespect for having other women drop him off and come by the house and pick him up and all types of stuff. She was
So
saying.
she allowed all this to happen. You know, as far as him treating her the way he was treating her.
She acknowledged
so
that.
she shouldn't have been surprised of whatever else she allowed him to do. You know, she let him drive the car. She knew where he was going. But she should have never went to the female's house. I think she should have squashed it with him and, you know, say, bring my car back or whatever. I wouldn't have tried to follow him or find out where he was when she already said he could use a car.
Well, see, what I think it was is she said he could use the car, and then she found out he was at that girl house somehow.
That's what it was because she said he could use the car.
Yeah,
so.
and she found out he was at that girl house, and she was like, you need to bring my car, I'm coming to get it.
Yeah.
And he probably was like, yo, you tripping, I'm not bringing the car. And she's like, okay, I'm pulling up. And she came through.
So who's responsible?
Well, the guy's responsible.
I
That's
mean,
who's
yeah.
responsible. He's the one, and he ended up
And the
getting
one
a year
that threw the
for
stuff
some
in
other
her
stuff,
face.
and but whatever. But okay, the girl didn't came to your house before and beat you up last time. Now she back at your house. So what you gonna do? You gonna let her beat you up again?
Well, my question becomes, why am I upset with the other female?
Yeah.
I'm not in a
I never
relationship
understand that.
with the
I
female.
never
I'm in a
understand that part.
relationship with the guy.
She don't owe you
He's
no
the
loyalty.
one that's disrespecting her, really.
Absolutely.
But she allowed it. That's what I was saying. She just continued to allow it.
And she said she had the cocktail over there because she had her drain was clogged and she had got some of the stuff to clean her drain and that was what was left over.
No.
And she had to sit in the cup. No, that girl beat your butt last time. And
Yeah.
when you heard she was coming over here, you said I got something for her this time. And you
won't
fixed
do
that.
it
You mixed
this
that stuff
time.
up. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That was wrong.
But we've heard stories like this
Yeah.
so many times where you already know what it is. It's not like you're guessing, you're not trying to
Yeah.
figure anything out. This is blatant disrespect, all in your face, all in your grill, and cheesing, taking pictures while doing it.
Yeah.
But my question still goes back to, why is it all the anger directed
To
at
the
the
woman.
female or the
Yeah.
one that
Well,
is not in the connection?
I've been told because y'all can't beat the man. Y'all can beat the female, so that's why y'all go at her immediately. That's what I've been told.
That's
That
to me.
makes
That's
no sense.
no. That's
I didn't think it made a lot of sense either.
it's
I'm just saying what I've been told.
I get the logic.
I'm hurting right now, so somebody got to her, and you can't necessarily beat me, but you can beat her, so you gonna go at her. That's what I've been told.
We'll see.
But
to
I
me-
wouldn't
to-
put hands on.
I feel
No,
like that
wouldn't
girl
even.
should have got more than 20 years. You went over there very malicious. You
No,
could've-
she was the one that was at the house. The
She
girl,
went
the other
to
woman
the
came.
house.
She was home.
Well, whoever threw whatever
The
needed
girl
more
that
than
was
20
home, the
years.
32-year-old dancer came to her house, and she threw the stuff in her face.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she was at home.
Yes.
Yeah, she was at her house.
She at her
That's
house.
still very wild, though.
Yes, it's very wild.
Out of all things you could have done.
But this girl also already came over here and beat you up before.
And so that's what 911 is for.
She called 911 last time.
Because I'm
When
gonna
she
tell
beat
you,
up
I'm gonna
last
tell
time,
you
she
one
called
thing.
911.
You come to my house unannounced, and I already know what it is. Oh no, I'm not gonna end up wearing orange every day for the rest of my life because
Exactly.
you know it's not worth all of that.
It's
No.
Once
not even
again,
worth it.
once again,
But
we're fighting over
Also,
what?
she was 23.
And there
you gotta
it
take that
is.
into account too. Now
Mindset.
she was 23.
Immature.
Immature.
You mad 'cause you
That's
just got
what-
beat up or whatever, and now your man over here, you ain't gonna beat me up in front of my man. You know,
And
you
that's
got
what
that
they do,
immature
it's when you get their
mindset.
mind. Yeah.
But then look, 32, that's no better. You are actually in a
Yeah.
quote unquote entanglement
With
with,
folks,
a
and you got
child.
four
With four
kids.
And four
kids,
kids.
You
So
got
you're
four kids. Yeah.
responsible
the
for.
That you're responsible
immaturity
for.
level
Yeah. That's
is
dependent on you.
Yeah.
astounding. That is ridiculous. No, I'm not doing all of that. He's not worth it, and neither are you.
And-
Y'all deserve each other.
Well, the lady that was interviewing Natasha K asked her, was the D that good for all that? And she said yes. In the interview. That's what she said in the interview.
Something's wrong with her mind.
Just,
Yes, it was. Yeah, yes, it was.
going on
And I don't want no more like it. That's what she said. That's what she said.
no, that's all right. I'll pass. But yeah, that immaturity level.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm glad you said that also, because I want to touch on something else. Kids and their parents' relationships.
Okay.
I know that people have a lot of issues with that, and I know people that be having issues. I dealt with it growing up, having issues. My father not being there, being around. You know, I always promise to give you the real meal here, so I'm always keep it real, straight, no chase. You know, but you know, I went through that. You know, and you grow up as a kid thinking one way or the other, it's you. Maybe he don't love you, or maybe he don't like you, or whatever it is. But as you get an adult, you understand what's going on. So you gotta let that stuff go. You can't still hold on to that,
Right.
even after adult, when you understand what's going on between that man and his woman. Ain't got nothing to do with you necessarily.
Absolutely.
That's not your mama in that situation. That's that man
right.
and that woman in that situation.
Exactly.
You looking at it as your mama. No, that's his woman.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the fact that, and like in my situation, my dad was married with another woman, and my mom was basically, I guess you would call it the side chick, even though they met in the military and was kicking it. And she didn't know nothing about the other girl at the time,
Gotcha.
but same type of situation. But whether she knew or not, hell, she was the side chick. That's what it was. So once I was born, he had to go back to his wife and kids. He couldn't come be with me. What are you going? I mean, it's what it is. Now, is that mess up on my part? Do I feel bad about it as a kid? Not having my dad on? Yeah. But as an adult, I understand the situation he was in.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's what it was. He did what he felt was best for him and his family at the time. That's what people are gonna do. Everybody does what they feel is best for them at the time.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you gotta, as an adult, you gotta let go of that stuff I'm saying. You know, I mean, as a kid, you know, you're gonna do what you do. But as an adult, once you get into relationships and you dealing with your woman and you deal with your man, you understand how that dynamic works. So you gotta let that stuff go. You can't be still mad at your dad and your mom
Exactly.
30 years later because of what they did back then.
And people are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know they are. That's what I'm saying. I know people who are.
refuse to
Who say
speak
stuff
to
like that.
them.
Yeah, I don't deal with him because he did
Yeah.
my mom greasy back then.
Yeah.
What happened? He cheated on my mom. Well, bro, you was cheating on your girl last week. I was with you.
Oh.
But you know what I'm saying? But now you mad at him because of that? Like,
And see, that's where the healthy healing needs to come into play. You have to heal those areas of your life where it is raw, where it is sore, where it is tender. Because if you don't, you're going to take that same hurt and that pain, and it's going to manifest itself in a way you may not be ready for it to manifest. And you're going to carry that bag of hurt, that bag of pain, that bag of anger, and you're going to bring it to the relationship. And then you're wondering why this man is putting his hands on the woman, because this is something he might want to be doing to his dad. But because he has not reconciled this thing within himself, or she hasn't reconciled this thing within herself, now everybody else is paying for a crime they didn't even commit.
Because hurt people hurt
Hurt
people.
people.
Hurt people and broken people break people.
Exactly. They just need to have a conversation. You know, even though you might feel like, well, yeah, he was wrong, whatever. You still have to have that conversation with him. Listen to what he has to say. Why this happened.
Absolutely.
You know, what was going on at the time. You don't know because you were a child. You know a little bit, but you don't know
Him and
everything.
your mom might not have had sex for 2 years.
You know, no.
There it
You
is.
know what I'm saying?
You don't know
You
what
might not-
happened.
you don't know. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
But you as a kid, using your emotions, you upset my dad, my mom,
Yeah.
or whatever, you know, but you like I said, like they say back in the day, in my day, a child needs to stay in a child's place.
And there it is. Absolutely. And not only that, but once you get to that place where you can sit down and have that conversation, you may not want to forget, but forgive.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
where the healing.
Well, you
that's
have to
where
let
the-
that. First of all, they not sitting around upset and putting their life on hold, thinking about you.
That's
Definitely
right.
not.
So why is you gonna sit around and hold on to that bag and
That's
put your life on
right.
hold for them? Nah. You gotta let that go. It
You
was
gotta
what
let
it
it
was.
go.
it went down how it went down. Hey, it is what it is.
That is what
And
it
sometimes forgiveness is one of the hardest things that because sometimes people equate forgiveness to it didn't matter or minimizing the severity of the situation. That's not the case. Because I choose to forgive you, that means I don't have to do anything that's going to be of detriment to myself.
Exactly.
I'm going to release you to somebody who is bigger and better and can meet you on the other side of that rock that you hiding behind. I have nothing else to do with it. I forgive you and walk away.
Yeah.
Let him take care of it, because I promise you, he can spank that behind rougher and harder and cause him to learn that lesson that you thought you could teach him. You're not equipped to do that.
No.
I forgive you. Walk away and leave him with that one right up there, because he got that. Keep your hands clean. Above all things, keep your hands clean. Don't you be running around with blood-stained hands talking about why am I going through, because you shouldn't have been in that situation to begin with. That's number one. Evaluate the situation and be honest.
Trust me, I ain't throwing my freedom away from nobody else.
There it is.
That ain't happening.
Exactly.
I ain't never gonna be there
That's
sick with
right.
you. I'm gonna throw my freedom away. I go first.
And
Hey.
that part, absolutely.
I don't love nobody that much.
No.
You hear me? Mm-mm.
Love yourself. Love yourself
That's
more.
number one.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I ain't giving up sex and pork for nobody.
Oh, here we go. You know what?
Because, you hear, oh, they snapped
Yeah, they just lost it.
in a second.
Yeah,
Just a snap.
heat of the moment.
And then, oh my God, guess what? You don't have them. You don't even have yourself no more. You're going to prison. It's over with.
Well,
You
also,
are controlled.
I also want to talk about sex and relationships.
Okay.
Okay, why is it that women, they want these attractive, high dollar men? This is what most women want, right? Majority. I'm just saying. Okay, I guess that maybe it's not. Y'all looking at me like I'm saying something wrong. Maybe that. But y'all, okay. Well, y'all want these ugly, mediocre men.
I want somebody
I'm
to
just-
look at.
I'm just-
I want no ugly
Well, when I
man.
said y'all want them fine, it looked to be crazy.
I'm not doing
So-
that.
He ain't got to be no Denzel Washington, but I would like to be able
Something
to
nice to look at. Okay,
them.
that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all like nice men, like look at that. What other women find attractive, right?
Well, to
Well,
each
beauty's
his
in
own.
the eye of the beholder.
What I,
so,
yeah,
I mean,
what
yeah,
I
there
find
we go.
attractive.
Most
you
women.
cannot.
Okay.
Here we go.
Don't
Okay.
want a man
Say
who's
most
attractive,
women.
man.
Okay.
And got a couple dollars in his pocket,
Okay.
and other women are attracted too.
That's
Yes.
nice.
Okay.
Right?
We'll go with
But then when y'all get with this guy and y'all want him to be monogamous and be with just you, but then you don't want to perform on a regular basis like he's used to.
Huh?
Who said that?
Who wrote that down?
I'm saying it from a guy who's in a relationship. What are you talking about? Who's saying it? You ain't giving up when you're supposed to be. Let's get to the real. Let's get to the real.
What century
Are we
are
talking
we in?
dating or marriage? Because and then I'm not
Dating,
obligated.
marriage.
I'm not obligated to do anything.
So if you my woman, you my girl now, you're not obligated to do nothing. If I go out and bust something else, you're gonna be mad, right?
I'm not obligated every day.
What?
Maybe I don't feel good this day and I don't want to.
I ain't saying every single day now, but dog, at least 3-4 times a week now.
However you start out, that's how you.
Absolutely.
That's how you have to keep it
Consistency.
up.
Consistency.
Simple.
But that ain't what y'all do.
That's
Y'all
how
start
you-
out,
Okay.
it's plentiful.
But how about this?
Then all of a sudden, the reins are shut off.
Then
At
you
some
met
point-
It's
You
held
got
hostage.
the wrong
Give
person.
us free.
You
At
got
some
the
point,
wrong
did you have a
person.
conversation with her, letting her know how you felt though, before you just hopped the fence and did what you want to do?
Because these are
Yeah,
things.
well,
you have
yeah,
to-
or
I mean,
did you-
just like y'all do. Y'all don't come out and always directly say stuff. Y'all give y'all hints, and we supposed to catch them.
I'm a very. direct-
I've been saying it. You didn't catch it.
I'm a very direct person. I'm going to tell you
Yeah,
exactly
you
what
know y'all
I'm
do.
looking for and what I want, and it's up to you whether you want to deal with it or not. I put myself.
But
right
most
here
women
on
ain't
the
direct
table.
like that. They
Where
don't
I
come
am.
straight
A
to
lot
you
of
like
them
that.
aren't. They want to tiptoe through the tulips.
Exactly.
Well,
No,
why
I
would
don't
you
have
do
a
that
problem. I
and
don't
be unhappy?
And see, I don't have a problem telling you, because I'm gonna tell you just
Yeah.
like this. If you sliding down the pole Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you better be sliding down the pole Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
But
But that's an understanding. That's a mutual thing.
but
If
as a
something-
woman, how are you not aware of that?
But see, if something changes, where, say for instance, health issues, something has happened where
Stress,
maybe she's not
anything.
able to, you understand?
Yeah, that's different.
See, that's
Yeah.
different.
I want to be sick anyway.
But that understanding.
Stress. It's so much.
I'm just saying, I don't want no sick monkey. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
this has to be, that's where that communication comes
Yeah.
in. Because even for those of us who are Christians, you know, there's a time where you fast and you pray and you abstain, but there's a mutual understanding between that husband and that wife as to, okay, from this period to this period, we're going to abstain from doing whatever. No misunderstanding, no miscommunication going on. Once again, at the bottom of all of that.
So now I get to
is
schedule booty
communication.
calls now.
It's not scheduling no booty calls, but you know, when people fast, you know, you're abstaining, and that's
Yeah,
a mutual agreement
Yes.
between the two. So nobody's feeling slighted. But once again, communication. I was talking to a young lady, and she had a wonderful woman in her life. But something happened where the woman ended up sick. And she was like, I felt like she just didn't want me anymore. And I'm sitting trying to follow the
strap
story.
didn't work anymore 'cause she was sick?
I'm just trying to figure out, you know, how this came.
So you get it, I'm asking.
So the woman decided to go, and she did her thing. But then immediately after she did her thing, she realized that was selfish of me, because I was not feeling, because I'm not in that pain. I was not taking the time to understand. This woman is not saying no to me because she doesn't love me anymore. She's not attracted to me anymore, but because right now she just can't. But the conversation was never had.
That's number one. You got to have
Yeah.
those conversations. When you meet somebody and you say, okay, this is the person I want to get in a relationship with, you have got to ask those questions.
Yeah, but a lot of times they switch up on you after a while. They, like she said,
Now
you meet the
done threw
representative.
another monkey wrench.
You mean, I'm just saying,
That's
like she
true.
said, you meeting the representative.
That's true.
Y'all on your
But-
best behavior,
but
like we are.
But then you can come back and say, okay, we had this conversation, and this is what I expected. This is what you expect. So what's wrong? You
But
still got to
we
have
all,
communication.
come on now, let's just be real. We all
I
know
am-
once y'all get settled and get content and all get the ring, y'all ain't got to do is, I'm good now.
Who
That's
does
not
that?
everybody.
I mean, I have
Who
heard
does
that a
that?
lot. I have heard that a lot. too.
Thank you, so I'm not alone. Okay.
I have heard women get the ring and then they stop doing a lot of things they used to do to get the ring.
Well, why?
There's no more
That's
Mr. Nasty
next.
time.
Why do
But
we
why?
think that is?
I
I've
don't
heard
know.
that too.
I don't know.
I don't
Like,
get
that either.
a lot of women be like, say like you go times without having sex and the guy say something, they be like, oh, I didn't even realize that. How you don't realize
How do
we
you,
had sex in
Really?
3
how do
months?
you not realize?
That's what women say.
Oh,
I don't know how you don't
know
realize
about
that. How
those
you not?
women.
How you don't understand? I don't know. How you not got to have it? I don't understand.
I don't get it. I'm missing.
Like
that
I said,
part.
those conversations have to be had. But then you said sometimes people do flip flop. But hey, then you got to talk about it.
Address it.
Yeah, right
that's
then and
tough.
there.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because if you wait, okay, look, it's been a month. Okay,
But then that's when you get the,
you're
oh,
you're
come
not-
on then.
That's all right. I'm
that?
good. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
Who
good.
does that?
That's all right. I'm good.
Yeah, like really? Is that much of a task for
That's
you?
what we doing?
No, I don't even want to know.
Oh wow!
I'm good.
Or I gotta get date rape booty when you about to sleep. I gotta take it from you. Yeah, you about, I gotta take it from you out your sleep now. Like I got a roofie.
Boy, you're a mess.
I'm just,
Oh my God!
I'm just,
That's valid points. Very valid.
I'm just keeping it real. I'm just saying, I want you to be excited about me too, dog. Like when I get undressed and I give it to you, woof. I want when it come out, you know what I'm saying? I want you to be like, ooh.
Done.
Oh my God! You know what?
That was the washboard. That was
over it.
that was the
I'm
six pack.
done.
That was all six of them. It was quick now.
Oh my!
So what do we
God.
suggest? So since we're kind of having a conversation about our event Saturday,
Okay.
we're getting into the relationships. What do we
Give
suggest
y'all great
couples
topics.
do? Yeah, what do we suggest couples do when they find themselves in predicaments like
In
that?
predicaments like that, number one, once again, at the bottom of it all,
Gotta communicate.
honesty and open communication.
Yeah.
But honesty and open communication can't come in the middle of the relationship. It has to be at the beginning, where you trust. I'm going to trust that you're going to always be upfront with me. I'm going to trust that you're going to
Yeah.
always tell me the truth. I'm going to trust that you are going to meet me where I am and be willing to work with me on my shortcomings, because we're both bringing shortcomings into the relationship. And so once you address that thing and there's that mutual, babe, I love you. I love when we're together. I need this. And that's what most married couples have. I need this because
Go to their phone
this.
and go online and pull up their porn site and see what videos they watch. And let you know exactly what they're looking for, what they like. I'm just saying.
No, you gotta have that conversation.
But why I gotta sneak and just
Ask her to see it. I didn't say sneak. Ask her to see
But
it.
I'm saying just tell me what.
Yeah, you gotta have that
You
communication.
might need to see it first because it might be too nasty.
Who you talking to?
Exactly. Like who?
It's a couple stores of Fayetteville. We need to spice it up. Just say that.
Not the stores. Okay, all right.
I mean, just say that,
All right.
but don't.
I tried it with the lingerie before.
He said lingering.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
Peaches over there near
Yeah, we got
Sam's
one
Club.
time.
But see, the thing is, when you already know, and sometimes it's all about taking that initiative to catch us behind off guard. What is wrong with that? It shouldn't be no schedule. Okay, I'm gonna pencil you in.
Well, get different color wigs and have different names for characters.
8:00 at night, we gotta be here.
Yes.
See,
Nah.
no.
I open for business at 8.
And I think it's important for both partners to realize, okay, we got to keep the spice going.
Yeah,
Always.
Like,
Always.
don't just put it
I put on
him.
different famous people masks and stuff. Bill Clinton, Bill Cosby, and stuff like that.
Now who gonna be
Ronald Reagan,
Bill Clinton.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan and stuff like that. I put different masks on. Yeah, Bill Cosby, Jello pudding. You know?
Now that's gonna scare me. I'm gonna run in the other room.
But these are conversations you have to
And
have.
these are the kinds of
Because then
conversations.
you'll figure out if you all are on the same page.
Absolutely.
If you're evenly yoked.
Absolutely.
Believe it or not. I mean, it's
Absolutely. And these are the kinds
gotta
of
be.
conversations we're going to have Saturday.
That's like
Hey.
So
Yeah.
it's going to be one of those opens, especially
Yeah.
with older couples that have crossed that
Exactly.
40-year mark.
Yeah.
How do you keep it going? You
yeah.
know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
She don't walk around in the drawers no more like you used to.
It's the moo-moos
How do you
now.
bring it back? Yeah, it's looking with the bonnet.
the moo
Ain't nothing wrong with the bonnet. You gotta keep it
Man,
fresh.
please get that Jiffy Pop thing out of here, man. Some dog on
You gotta
the
keep
bonnet.
the hairdo together.
Please, man. Let them know they follow y'all at Ge2ms.
Yes. Ge2ms. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Follow, like, share, subscribe. Can I do a quick shout out of our sponsors?
Sure.
We want to shout out Dale Locklear. He's our promoter. The Locklear Winery family. You can find them in grocery stores. Mary Kay sponsor, Miss Harriet, who's been in business since 1988. Paparazzi sponsor, Sharon. Alexis Henderson. Miss Lucy, our hair specialist. And lastly, Megan, our makeup specialist also. So shout out to those wonderful people who most of them are donating to Saturday's
and
event.
Medessa, pause. Styles by Joelle.
Yes.
All right. And shout out to Mama. I love you, Mama. Mama, we made it. No. Follow Strait, no chase as always. Hey, coming to a city near you. Stay tuned.